في هذه اللحظات يسعدنا أن ينضم معنا سامويل آشو مذيع بقناة Euronews. Samuel, first of all, we would like to welcome you again on Oman Sport TV. And finally, Messi could win the World Cup.
Finally, he did it. You've summed it up perfectly, Ahmed. It was a quite incredible night. They are calling it the best World Cup final ever. They're calling it the best World Cup ever, aren't they? And it was an occasion that felt fitting. After everything we've seen, all the shocks, the surprises, the incredible atmosphere, fans from all backgrounds coming together, it was the game that did the tournament justice. It was what we as fans, as members of the media were looking for, and of course, it was what Lionel Messi was looking for. He's finally got it.
Great. Let's go back to the final. I mean, till the minute 75, France was almost out of the game. Argentina controlling everything, and then, you know, that scenario happened. Why was it, I mean, why France couldn't be available from the first minute?
Yeah, I mean, we spoke a few weeks ago, didn't we, saying that this is what France do. They always find a way to win, and they nearly found a way to win yet again. Didier Deschamps, speaking in his post-match press conference, actually alluded to the fact that his side lacked a little bit of energy in this one. He was very complimentary about Argentina. He called them cunning in the way that they set up their team. And it just felt like it was going to be Argentina's night. You've got around 60,000, 70,000 Argentina fans in Lusail Stadium. You've got the Lionel Messi story. And of course, France have won it 4 years ago. That's not to say they didn't want it yesterday. Of course they wanted it. It's the biggest prize in sport. We know that. But when the other team is that desperate to win and things just fall into place, sometimes it is written in the stars, isn't it? Sometimes it's just destiny. And it happened to be Lionel Messi's destiny. It happened to be Lionel Scaloni's destiny. And the fans of Argentina, it was theirs. But France, they've proved themselves to be winners, ultimately. You know, what we saw 4 years ago, they found a way to win. And at times, they haven't been at their best in this tournament. Of course, they're missing, in one sense, technically their best player, Karim Benzema, who's, of course, the Ballon d'Or winner. Many would say Kylian Mbappe is their best player, naturally. But yet they nearly found a way to win, but just at the last minute, they couldn't quite do it.
Argentina, although that difficult scenario, but they did not fall down. I mean, they kept on fighting till the end. Any other team, I mean, from 2-0 to 2-2 in the last minutes, it was going to affect them, I mean, negatively. But Argentina, no, they could stay in the match.
And for that, Ahmed, you have to respect their character, because they have proven to have individual skill. Some of the goals they have scored have been fantastic. Some of the players' performances, Rodrigo de Paul, Angel Di Maria in the final, particularly in that first hour in the final, Alvarez's performances, Martinez at the back, Otamendi, their players, not just Lionel Messi, their players have put in fine individual performances. And when that second goal from France went in, I think a lot of us as neutrals thought, that's it, Argentina will fold now. And they didn't. They found a way back. And as I said before, you have to respect their character for that. In the biggest game of all time that all of those players will ever play in, they didn't let it get to them. The fact that they threw away this lead at the death, they, you know, what we would say, they rolled up their sleeves and they got the job done. And for that, you have to salute them.
Great. Now, people start asking, is it the right moment for Lionel Messi to stop playing for Argentina?
Well, it seems as if he's said, and it's difficult to keep up with everything that's happening right now, it seems as if he's said that he wants to continue playing as a champion. And for that reason, who are we to say that Lionel Messi should do this or shouldn't do that? This is, well, in my opinion, now the greatest player of all time, after last night particularly. You can't blame him for wanting to put on the Argentina shirt with 3 stars on, not 2 stars, and don that shirt for maybe a couple more years. He will be 39 years old when the next World Cup takes place. For all this tournament, for all the talk of Lionel Messi, I never once thought that we'd see Lionel Messi in another FIFA World Cup. He said that this would be his last. But the more you think about it and the way he played, you do, part of you wonders, 39 years old, he could do it. He could actually play in that 2026 World Cup. But who knows? For now, the world is literally his, isn't it? He's held the biggest prize in sport. So who are we to say? But I think you may well see him play for at least a couple more years.
Great. Generally, what's your impression about this World Cup?
As it's gone on, I have to say that, look, this is, on a personal level, this is my first World Cup attending as the media. So you have what we say as recency bias, don't you? That for me, this World Cup is possibly the best ever. I haven't been to other World Cups, so it's difficult for me to say. But the more I think about it, there's a legitimate argument there that from the fans' perspective, from the match's perspective, and I'm not just talking about Lionel Messi and Argentina lifting the trophy at the end, I'm talking about the shocks and surprises. Saudi Arabia beating Argentina in that first game, Morocco, the first African, first Arab side to reach the semi-final of the competition, watching Japan's fans, watching South Korea upset Portugal in the last minute of their game to qualify for the knockouts, seeing Brazil's incredible 4-0 in the first half, it seems like a long time ago, against South Korea. It's just a tournament that's literally had it all, and the way it finished, with arguably the best final of all time, it's going to be very difficult to put an argument together to say that this isn't the greatest World Cup ever. But who knows, maybe again, I'm just being biased because I've been here and I've enjoyed it.
It was a pleasure having you with us, Samuel, and wish you all the best in the coming tournaments. Thank you so much.
Likewise, and yourself, Ahmed. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
إذا حسين هكذا كان معنا سامويل آشو مذيع بقناة يورو نيوز، تحدث عن مجموعة من النقاط، ذكر بأن النهائي كان كبير ومثير عفوا، أشاد كثيرا بشخصية المنتخب الأرجنتيني بالرغم من عودة فرنسا بهدفين بعد أن تقدمت الأرجنتين، إلا أنه الأرجنتينيين ظلوا متماسكين حتى النهاية، حتى بعد أن عدل المنتخب الفرنسي للمرة الثالثة، وبالتالي الأرجنتين أظهرت شخصية قوية جدا تستحق عليها الفوز باللقب. أيضا تحدث عن المنتخب الفرنسي وذكر بأنه الكل يعرف أن المنتخب الفرنسي تحديدا ديدي ديشان يعرف كيف يكسب هذه المواعيد، وفعلا هذا ما حدث في لقاء الأمس. فرنسا قدمت أيضا مباراة كبيرة كانت تستحق أيضا أن تخرج أو بالأحرى إن خرجت منتصرة بالكأس فإنها كانت تستحق ذلك. المنتخبين قدموا بطولة كبيرة جدا ومباراة نهائية. تحدث عن البطولة بشكل عام، الجماهير اللي حضرت، المفاجآت اللي كانت موجودة، السعودية، اليابان، كوريا الجنوبية، المغرب أيضا اللي وصلت للدور نصف النهائي، ويقول بأن النهائي أتى لأن يكون مسك الختام حقيقة لكل هذه المعطيات، يعني كما يرى بأنه النهائي الأفضل على مر التاريخ. 6 أهداف كاملة كانت حاضرة، ليونيل ميسي ومبابي أيضا، وحوار كبير جمع النجمين الكبيرين. سألته عن هل هو التوقيت المناسب لأن يعتزل ليونيل ميسي دوليا، ذكر لا يمكن أن يعني نلوم ميسي إذا أراد أن يرتدي قميص الأرجنتين مرة أخرى، والنجمات الثلاث تزين هذا القميص، وبالتالي هو الآن يعني هذه اللحظة أيضا ميسي ربما لا يود أن يفوتها في المرحلة القادمة، لذلك هو يتوقع بأنه قادر أن يستمر لفترة يعني ليست بالقصيرة مع المنتخب الأرجنتيني في المرحلة القادمة. عودة لك من جديد حسين.